Let's talk about America's place on the world stage in the Trump era. What do you think of the global leadership of the United States since Trump took office?
Well, if you hear the critics of Donald Trump, especially the Democrats Party people in the media, they often would say like the U.S. leadership is declining around the world. And the latest the international poll probably shows that the confidence in U.S. leadership is about 30%. And if you compare that to 31% of the confidence in the Chinese leadership, so yes, probably you are seeing a falling global leadership for the United States. But if you look at the facts around, on the grounds, the U.S. is still largest economy, basically like 2 times that of China if you look at its GDP, and its military expenditure is even larger than the next 10 countries combined. So I think
this still wields a lot of power.
Yeah, this is mostly the perception. People see the U.S. is withdrawn from Paris Agreement, from TPP, from UNESCO. Critics would say, hey, we are abandoning our global leadership. That's a perception. But if you look at the U.S. strength,
the hard
it's still
facts,
most powerful.
the numbers. So let's talk about the China-United States relationship. We seem to get these conflicting messages sometimes of whether they're moving towards better terms or not. What are your thoughts?
I think largely because President Trump is known for being unpredictable. Sometimes he's very nice to China. Sometimes there's a lot of criticism. So that's why people have such kind of a impression, like ups and downs. But overall, I think this relationship is very strong. And if you look at this trade relationship, it's like more than 600 billions of dollars of trade. And if you look at the people-to-people exchange, like every 15 minutes there's a flight taking off or landing between the 2 countries. So this is a very close relationship. But with that being said, you do see there are challenges, as you reported, like in the U.S., there are growing complaints about the lack of access to the Chinese market. And they say, talking about intellectual property rights, they talk about this big fine on Chinese, investors and traders. So this is a worry, if there's real punishment, and then the Chinese side will for sure retaliate. And there are some cards the Chinese side can play. That would be like a disaster between the 2 largest economies. If there is a fight between them, many more smaller countries will suffer from that.
And a lot of people hoping that does not happen here. Okay, Xu Qinduo, our current affairs commentator, thanks for your insight today. We appreciate it.
My pleasure.